Well, this is the Kia Ceros. It's a car which doesn't really need any introduction. You've already seen a lot of videos on this car on YouTube, on social media, and this car is packed with features. It's packed with goodies that even cars which are twice or thrice its price doesn't have. So in today's video, we'll tell you about all the details. Now, this car officially is positioned above the Sonet, but just below the Seltos. But the design of this car, a lot of people are saying, is very divisive. The design of this car is supposed to be Kia's 2.0 philosophy, or the next level of design, and this is the international design that they follow on all their cars. So this is the future of Kia cars in terms of design language. Now you get a very small slat over here. You also get a grille over here in the bottom part, and you get the lamps running on this side with the turn indicators. So it's a very different design, very bold, very stylish, and definitely stands out. On this particular version is the HTX version, which has some features missing, which are available on the HTX Plus optional. So it doesn't have the ADAS suite, and it doesn't have 360 camera, nor does it have some other features. But we'll show you the HTX Plus O from the interiors. My name is Ashish Masih. If you come to the channel for the first time, then please like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to read about all this car on our website timesdrive.in. Let's get started with the Kia Ceros.
Sky's falling.
Well, so I'm inside the cabin of the Kia Ceros, and I'm sure by now you've already seen this interior before, but let me just give you a refresher course on what all Kia is offering you with this car. This is really a packed package. In fact, the options in this car are options which you don't even get on cars which are 3 or 4 times the price. So for instance, you get a massive panoramic sunroof. It's a double pane panoramic sunroof. It looks really cool. It looks fantastic. You also get this huge display over here. It's a 30-inch display. You of course get the infotainment display over here, big one, and also a big display for the driver. But you also get the AC controls over here on the central display. It looks really cool. Of course, you can also control the AC from these buttons over here. Cool front seat button is on this side on the door pad, and you get ADAS features. You also get adaptive cruise control along with the stop and go function, which basically means that in case there's another car parked in front of you, it's slowing down, then this one will also slow down automatically, and in case that one starts moving off, then the Ceros will also start moving off on its own. So that's the beauty about stop go or start and go adaptive cruise control. Apart from that, you also get very comfortable seats. The cabin materials are very good. You also get a Harman Kardon music system, which offers you very good sound quality, and don't forget that you also get a 360 camera, which really has very good visuals. It really feels very in-depth, and the best point is that Apple phones now can be wirelessly connected. Over here you get wireless connection, which wasn't available previously for Apple CarPlay. So that's something which is new on the Kia Ceros. Big cup holders over here. You can of course fold them away, and you also can push out a button over here to adjust in case your cup is small. You also get big door bins, and my favorite thing is this, a rocker switch for the volume, which is something that most manufacturers are no longer giving you. Anyways, what do you think of the interiors? I think this is a completely loaded car. No reason to complain. I'll give it 10 out of 10. Now let's jump in the back seat and see how good that really is.
Well, I don't care about it all. I don't talk about.
Well, so I'm in the second row of the Ceros, and don't get me wrong, I'm not in the Seltos. This actually is the Ceros. Look at the amount of space, look at the amount of knee room, look at the amount of headroom, and it's a fantastic place to be. And you can also slide the second seat forward in case you have a big luggage at the back, or you can take it all the way back. You can also move around the backrest angle. When was the last time you could do this in a compact SUV? I don't remember, and I'm sure neither would you. You can also move this seat here. You can move it around front and back. So it's all possible. Loads of space over here. Once you move to its all back position, you also get a sunlight, which is something unheard of on a compact SUV, and also get cool seats at the back. Now, a lot of customers enjoy cool seats in the front, but car buyers don't really pay attention to the back passengers, and Kia has done that by offering you cool seats in the back as well. So that's something fantastic. If you're a chauffeur-driven customer, if you're someone who always goes on those long-distance journeys, then you'll really enjoy your time inside this car, and you'll always tell your driver to push it as far as it can go, because this is a really comfortable place to be in. Quality is quite good. AC vents, 2 USB Type-Cs, and of course the display for the air purifier inside the car. Really is a nice place to be. I'll give it a very good score of 9.5 out of 10. Now let's see how big the boot is and if that is a compromise, because they've given you so much space. So has that really affected the boot area? Let's check that out, and after that take it out for a spin. Well, so let me show you the boot of this car, because the boot also is massive in terms of space. Now currently I've put the backrest of the front seats or the second row of seats in their mid position, and the seats have moved all the way forward, so you get space which is in excess of 400 liters. It's bigger than most mid-size SUVs, so that is amazing. And you get a bit of a sill over here, but apart from that, no complaints. It's a nice and wide boot. You can keep long and big bags over here. Of course, if you move the seats back, which I will now, and show it to you, and now they're in their fully back position, and even then you have very respectable space. So how has Kia managed to do this? How have they carved out so much space inside the cabin? That remains a mystery. We'll of course talk to the engineers, the designers, the technicians, and get into that. But it is massive in terms of cabin space from each and every angle. 10 out of 10 to the boot. Well, so let's quickly tell you about the Kia Ceros. Now we're driving this car right now, and this car is the diesel version that we're driving. It's the 1.5 diesel. It's a tried and tested diesel engine. We've already seen this engine on the Sonet. We've already seen this engine on the Seltos and the Carnival. So it's a tried and tested engine in terms of fuel efficiency. It should deliver around 15-16 kpl in the city, and on the highway it should deliver easily around 17 odd kpl, or maybe even more if you drive with a light foot. That said, the overall suspension setup is slightly on the firmer side, which makes it a very good car for driving on the highway. But in the city, some of those rumble strips can be felt in the cabin. Well, this car, remember, also has those 17-inch wheels, which makes it quite a decent car, but not really as comfortable as maybe 16-inch wheels would have made it. But the 16-inch version does come on the lower trim, so we'll drive that later and figure out how the ride comfort on that car is as well. So these are the things which make the Ceros quite a good package. What you'll also appreciate about this car is the overall torque. The mid-range of the torque is quite good. It's generally very good, and even the top end is generally quite good. And the cabin insulation is decent as well. It's not as if the cabin isn't insulated. There's very minimal noise when you're driving it in the city. It's just that when you rev it up, obviously all diesel engines do tend to become a little loud. But which one should you pick? If you're a keen driver, if you're a keen enthusiast, should you pick the diesel? Should you pick the petrol? Should you pick this one, or should you pick the Sonet? Well, to be honest, my preference would be the diesel automatic. The turbo petrol of this car is good, but I think the automatic solves two purposes. It's hassle-free and it's also quite comfortable. The Sonet, though, I think still has the overall advantage as a car which is a very keen driver's car. If you're somebody who calls himself an enthusiast, who wants to drive, who enjoys driving, then I'm sure you will enjoy the Sonet more than you will enjoy the Ceros. It's not a bad car. I'm not saying it's a bad car in terms of driving, but it's just that the fun factor that the Sonet has to offer is slightly ahead of what the Ceros has to offer in the overall driving department. Now, if you want to check out our in-depth video of the petrol manual, then you should subscribe to our channel, because we'll put it up in a couple of days. Or if you're seeing this video late, then it's in the description box below. Whenever you go out for a drive, always remember to belt up, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you've seen this video till the end. And also, don't forget to hit that bell icon so you receive all our notifications first. Thanks guys so much for watching this video. We'll catch up again in another one. Till then, it's bye. And I think that Kia has done a fantastic job with the Ceros, and it really is the new top dog in the compact SUV segment. See you soon, another video. Well, so what is my final verdict with the new Kia Ceros? Well, it's a car which comes loaded with space, with tech and features, and of course with a lot of safety kit. In fact, even though the prices aren't out just as yet, I think that if this car is priced around 1 lakh or maybe 1.5 lakh over the Sonet, then it is still going to be very good value for money, because it really is a very strong package in the space, comfort, as well as overall ride department. It's also got a long list of features, long list of variants, and long list of gearbox options to choose from. So really, Kia seems to have thrown everything at this car, and if in the market for a compact SUV, then this could be the best in the segment. It's bye for now, and thanks so much for watching.